You might think that the world has never been in a worse state. Recognize that we are in the dying stages of the 3D world. But in order to create something better, you have to raise the old, to build on new foundations. The more aware and conscious you become, the more your perception and awareness changes to recognize this. Hi, Robin Plume here, and today we are looking at the Great Awakening, or as I like to see it, the evolution of the soul. The world is changing as more and more people are waking up to the reality of the 3D, the separation, the emotional baggage, the limitations, material possessions overload, and the ego-centered behavior, the me. But there is a shift happening in what we value most, as more people are looking for and finding ways to make positive changes in their lives. Our perceptions and our frequencies are changing. Remember, everything is energy and has a frequency. The higher the frequency, the easier to connect to and receive from spirit, God, source energy, whatever you want to call it, because the reception has improved. Moving out of 3D, third dimensional energy, into the 4D energy, we understand that suffering is a choice. Judgment of others, of self, is no longer needed. We are all responsible for our own journeys. There's no victims here. You are an infinite being having a physical experience on this earth at this monumental time. You still live your life, but your perception and your awareness of how you travel through it is shifting. Now, we just don't suddenly flip from 3D to 4D or even 5D. There is constant back and forwards movement between dimensions as we become more aware, until we are functioning more from one than another. And this takes time. It's like understanding the rules of a game. We are able to increase our skill level rather than floundering through with no idea to play. It's not just us who is evolving. The Schumann resonance is part of the Earth's electromagnetic field. From a spiritual perspective, it's known as the Earth's heartbeat. It's considered by some communities as a vital energy field connecting all of life on the planet. Very simply, the shifting in the Schumann resonance frequency may be associated with collective consciousness changes and planetary evolution. These changes are believed to support the spiritual awakening of humanity as a whole. Being exposed to the changes requires us to realign to the accelerated planetary frequencies if we want to stay and evolve with the new Earth. As more people seek to change their own consciousness, the easier the transition will be. Critical mass is required. If you think that each soul is part of a collective, just like each drop is part of the ocean, each soul shifting into a higher consciousness raises the combined frequency. One of the most powerful things I ever committed to was to join a spiritual development group. It opened my eyes and awareness like nothing else that I did. I absolutely loved it. It opened my energy and awareness to a whole new level by linking with other like-minded people. The more I practiced, the more I raised my frequency and the more I understood. Now, more than ever, is a time to find your own tribe, the teachers, the groups, because when two or more people meet, the energy is raised exponentially. The Earth is moving out of the 3D phase, raising its own frequency and evolving. if the inhabitants do not evolve, moving into this new frequency by letting go of that old 3D energy, then they will be holding on to and fighting for things that will no longer be sustainable, functioning from a frequency that will no longer be compatible with the earth and unable to remain here. We have grown and evolved throughout history. This is the next evolution of the soul. There are new and exciting times ahead for those willing to embrace the new state of being. Suffering is a choice. Judgment of self and others no longer needed, and we're all responsible for our own journeys. Those that are in tune with the changing frequency will lead the way for others. Those that resist or refuse to evolve will find life harder and harder to live, being out of phase and flow. So here are some quick points on how you can help yourself. I'm going to go into more details on future videos because this is such a big topic. So find teachers, classes, books that will assist you in awakening your state of being. Inner work, clear old beliefs and programs that keep you stuck in that old 3D energy. Learn to meditate. It slows down the mind, and learn to connect with that heart voice, not the head voice. Breathing work takes your awareness to the breath and the heart, gets you out of your head. Spend time in nature. Tap into the energy of the earth and the frequencies. Barefoot is great, but any time in nature will boost that connection. And find a community of like-minded people to support and nourish you. So I hope this has been of help for you today. If you would like some more information on raising your consciousness, my book, Awake, Aware, Conscious, is full of it. If you would like to join a group for consciousness evolution, I will leave a contact link in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for lots more consciousness content. Thank you for your continued presence here today.